it's me, Jen, your pudgy picker, here at my desk with another very cool haul for you. My daughter had some car issues the last 2 weeks. She's been wanting to take me out for a day for Mother's Day, and my kids are busy. They got their own life going on. I get it. It's not a problem. If it's a little late or whatever, I'm perfectly fine with that. So she took me out to a seafood boil place. And we went thrifting, because those are my favorite things in life, you know, spending time with my kids, my husband, going thrifting, eating seafood. Yeah, that's about it. So, and my daughter has recently, she told me, you know, I have some things, I don't know if you can sell them or if you want them or whatever. She has a bag to donate. She's like, do you want to look through it first? It's in my car. I'm like, yeah, bring it in. I said, don't worry about it. Just give it to me and I'll go through it and then I'll you know, I'll get rid of whatever it needs to. So a few of these things are from her. And if I sell them for her, I'm probably just going to give her the money for them because it was hers. So, so I'm just going to kind of grab what I got and I'm going to show it to you. I did price some of this stuff. I've been behind on videos here and I'm sorry for that. But it's funny. She took me to two Goodwills in, I think it's North Ridgeville, Ohio. And I've never really been in those, and she's like, I know, don't say, they got crappy prices. She's like, these two are pretty good, and one is bigger than the other, so you should do good, which I did. So the first thing I got, and you know, I know people have Scentsy warmers, and I know people buy them, and I know people sell them to resell them, but I saw this one, and it was just too adorable. I just couldn't say no. I looked it up, and it was going for about $22 to $25, so I put $20 on it. Take the tag off. This was $7.56. I mean, that's a weird amount, but what do I know? And it is this Scentsy warmer that looks like a camper. Isn't that the cutest thing? So this is the top part. I need to clean that out and bleach it out, but this is so there it says Scentsy and it's on the bottom. So here's where you change the bulb. So it's neat because then it lights up with the windows and stuff. So I thought that was adorable. So yeah, I plugged it in, it works. I put $20 on it for my store. I'm gonna clean this up and I might have, I don't know, like a Yankee tart that I just find like at the bins that I could just pop this in and then, you know, tape it in. But 20 bucks, not too bad. Oh, I just thought that was adorable. Okay, so there's that. I got two pictures for, this one I paid $1 for at the thrift store. And then this is just like it's Libby, the ones who make glass. So it's not old or anything, but this is going to be perfect size for my Lucky Bamboo. And you see how it's probably hard to see. Yeah, there's like fruit embossed on it. So I think this will do really well. So I already put $10 to Lucky Bamboo. And then this one is probably worth about 10 to 12. It is a Falls Craft. 7/24 is the date on it, so it's not anything particularly old. But I thought that would be perfect for my bamboo, so I already put $10 to Lucky Bamboo. So I'll be whipping those up and then go out to my store. I think I only got like three or four plants out there right now, so I do need to put some fresh ones out. This was, I don't know if my daughter got this as a gift or what, but it is this Harmony Star. And it says, an engravable keepsake chiming star. You are my star. So inside, isn't that sweet? So I'm thinking about just cleaning up the box and just selling it in here. I'll have to do something so it's not bouncing all around. But, so I don't know where she got this from, but I don't know. I'm thinking probably $10, $12 on that should be good. Also, my daughter is an art person. Her boyfriend is also an artist. Lucky, huh? So when I got this, I was like, oh, I don't know why she's not using these. She does more computer. Like she has a tablet where she draws and does things on her computer. but she also will hand draw, hand color things too. So I think she just got to a point where she didn't really need these anymore. And it's this Derwent Graphic 9B-H pencils. And when I looked at the back, I'm like, these are still shrink wrapped. So, let me see. So, yeah, we're all still in there. Everything's perfect. So these are going for a pretty decent amount, but they're kind of niche. I mean, not everybody's looking for these kind of pencils. So these will probably go on eBay. That was from her as well. I think I only got, what, one item? Just a few more items that were hers. This, I remember when she bought this. She bought this at a thrift store, and she didn't pay much for it, but it's adorable. It is missing, it is a purse, but it's missing the shoulder strap. And I don't really have anything. It's just a hook-on one. I think it'll sell fine without it, but yeah. It is this car purse. People love purses that look like other things, animals. So isn't that the most adorable thing? And then it unzips here on top. And it's fully lined. And it's got a little zipper pocket and such. It's not a name brand, it's just more of a novelty, quote unquote. So I thought that was adorable. Did I put a price on this one yet? Yes, I put 20 on this one. So we'll see how it does. Hopefully it'll do well. I mean, it's pretty clean. I think I could probably just take like a little wet wipe and give it an extra little, because it was a little dusty on top. But isn't that adorable? Oh, so cute. We also had a vendor who is leaving our mall. I know this is kind of a hodgepodge. Vendor that's leaving our mall, and they've been marking their stuff 50% off, 75% off, and then she went to 90. I think she's going to be out probably by the end of this month or the next week or two. So I stopped over, and they had this this little what do you call bud vase that is a bust, and it says made in Japan. This was originally, she had $9 on it, so this was 90 cents. Be cute. So I just stuck a couple of little, I got a whole bunch of flowers over there. I'm trying to get a few things made up just so I can get that thing out of my office, but I put 7 on it. I don't know, it's cute. Somebody will like it. I paid 90 cents for, not even $1. This item is adorable. I thought maybe I would use it, but the kind of tea bags I have do not fit. So I got this adorable little tea thing, and it looks like it's got the tea with the steam coming out of it, and then you have the teeny tiny little teapot on the fabric. I did tape it down because you know how people are like, oh, that's nice, and then something goes flying and then it busts. But I thought that was too cute. I think she had, I don't remember now. I paid less than $1 for this. So I put 8 on it. I don't know if anybody will use it, but it's one of those, it's so cute, somebody will want it. And they may even repurpose it for something else, who knows. But that was just too cute. So that's ready to go out to my mall. Yes, Drew, I got a clock that makes noise. Hi, Drew. He's always making comments on here, and he's always teasing me about my clocks. But I found a different one I've never found before, so I was very happy. I have my bag of bags, and it has my, I have a little light to check for uranium glass. I have some batteries to check clocks. Did I have it with me? No, I did not. So this was $6.56. And here's what it is. It is a muscle car clock. So let me hit the button here. Isn't that cool? So somebody is going to absolutely love this. It's a little dirty. I need to, give it a quick wipe, clean it up a bit. But I got to look this up, but I'm guessing I'm probably going to put $18 to $22 on this, just off the top of my head. I don't see these off that often anymore. I used to see the bird clocks a lot more often, and now I occasionally see them, but sometimes like the inside paper that they use is like literally like bleached out because it was sitting and the sun was beating on it and it's curling and it's just, you know, so the condition, I mean, those things were not made to last forever and a day. They just, I don't know. But American Muscle Cars, Legends of the Road. So I was very intrigued by that. Most of these are late 60s, early 70s. So yeah, very happy with that. So this will be going out to my store. I'm sure there's a wife that once this comes home is on the wall, she's going to want to frisbee it out the window, but hey. So yeah, there's that. So if you watch my weight loss videos, I did that before I did this video, and it went off, and I was like, make sure you come back Friday and check out the video, and you'll see what that is. Now, the two neat things about these Goodwills is by the registers, you know, they got their new stuff, and they had the bags with like the small towels that aren't in the great condition, like for you know, shop rags. And then they had another bin that was full of all the like reusable store bags. So any of the ones from local stores, you know, you go and you end up buying one or whatever. And you know, a lot of places will put $1, $2, $3, $4 on them, and I'm like, you could buy these really cheap. So why would you do that? So they had a bin, since these Goodwills don't do plastic bags anymore, that had 25 cents for a bag. And I thought, oh, what the heck, I'll dig around. And I found two vintage ones in there, and I was so happy. So I'm gonna look these up. They need to be cleaned up, but boy, these really brought back some memories. So this first one is this yellow one with the little plastic handles. Do you guys remember these? They used to come in all different colors, all different sizes. But I just thought that was just too cute. So I have some white, like tissue paper, and I might take like a white grocery bag and put it in there and then just kind of stuff it so you can see the design really well. I mean, I'm probably not going to get probably more than, I would say, 8 to 10 off of these. This small one might even be cheaper, but I know the nostalgia effect. Do you remember the little plastic mold? It looked like a little purse, but it was kind of like a mesh, and that was a vintage one. I put 8 on that, and that sold within 2 weeks at my space. So, you know, that nostalgia factor really figures in with people. Now, this one is even better. The plastic on this one's a bit thicker. So we have the daisies with the gold trim and the gold lame handles. And then these are with the nice grommets, so they're not going anywhere. And this is a decent size one too. It feels dirty on the inside, so I'm gonna have to clean this out really well. But here's the size. And my mom used to have one similar to this because she would put 2 skeins of yarn and then just, you know, pull it out of the top so she could work. I'm gonna clean them up really good, and then there's a little bit of this blue staining. You know what? I think some of that no, it's not part of the design. But I got looking at it and I thought, yeah, there's a couple of spots where it needs to be. Here too, this has got a little red on it. So I'm gonna try and clean that up the best I can. It's like makeup or something. And then I could even use a little bit of magic eraser just to get that off, but this is gonna do really well up there too. So I'm running out of room here. Now, I was carrying for the longest time, basically like a little plastic with the one little tray, like a little toolbox. And I was using that to carry my price stickers, my tape, string and a little bit of wire, and nails, and my little baby hammer, and all the stuff that I need when I go out to my booth. You know, if I need another nail, or, you know, I need to move this or that, then I have my supplies with me. Now in the front, they do have hammers and screwdrivers and stuff like that, so if you need something, you're not totally stuck. But I like to have my own stuff. And I used to carry a kit like this, and I liked it. So when I saw this one, let me take the top off, for $2.35, I was like, yes. These are called Snapware. And then, so you add your different layers on. So if you want to take something out of the bottom one, you just open that up, and then you can get your stuff out of there. Now the top one is kind of neat, but there's part of it I don't think I'm going to keep. So the top one has these dividers, and they have a lid on it. It just sticks on there. So if you see in there, I got my nails and my little screw-in hooks, and then I have the hooks that I can hang stuff up on my shutter. I have an extra light bulb, you know, a little bit of glue and a little bit of Velcro, a couple extra little plugs for my salt and pepper shakers. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these in. I think it does keep stuff from spilling, but I mean, this is basically just has to sit upright and it'll be fine. I'll leave them in there for now, but if they start bothering me, then I may just take them out. But I thought that was good for $2.50. And then that, you know, holds everything. And in the center one, I got my wire. I have some pens and pencils, a little lotion, a Sharpie, a touch-up, like for wood, you know, the basic stuff. So yeah, I was very happy with that. So that is my new toolbox for my store. A couple other things my daughter had, and these are perfect for my mystery bags. One of these I gave to her, but I found them somewhere. I think I found them in the bins. They're these little sunglasses. I gave them to her so she could take a picture of her with her cat. So this was a long time ago. So you know, it was when she had her other cat, and now her new cat doesn't have eyes. So literally doesn't. But I thought that was too cute. So I think I will just put these in a little bag so they don't get scratched up and put them in a mystery bag. Somebody will be like, oh, those are so cute. Do you need them? No, but they're cute. Like me. These are really cool. These are, I don't know who these are from. Growing gift tags. So they're little gift tags with a design. And then in the paper is like plant seeds. So you're like, thanks for the gift. Now I'm going to go bury it. So I don't know. I've seen these before, but you always wonder if they work. And then this is the design on the other ones. And I think there's how many in here? I don't know. I don't know, 5. So I thought those would be cute to throw in a mystery bag. 2 packages of those. Now this is funny. I don't know if somebody gave this to her or because it was still wrapped up in bubble wrap. But I will show you. It's a sign. I'm going to read it to you and then I'll show it to you. And you know, you see the 10 things, 10 house rules, and it's like, yeah. This one's neat. It says 10 things that require 0 talent. Being on time, making an effort, being high energy, having a positive attitude, being passionate, using good body language, being coachable, doing a little extra, being prepared, and having a strong work ethic. I thought that was pretty cool. So, I mean, it's not anything super expensive or fancy. I mean, I may put a little raffia or something on top just to make it look a little more interesting. But I'm probably only going to put maybe, I don't know, $6 or $8 on that. And it should do fine. So there was that. I did get some magazines, really cheap at that one booth. They were literally like a dime each. So, and I also got a Tech Deck skateboard from her. That will go in a mystery bag. Oh, the other 25-cent bag. Now, I've showed you the big Marks ones. They have a smaller version now. And I'm kind of liking it. And I love the little lemon slices. So, I don't know. You know, I could even save this bag and put her birthday gifts in it later this year and give it back to her. So, yeah, because she was like, oh, I love lemons. She likes lemons and bees and yellow. And so, yeah. But I thought that was pretty cool. So I believe, oh, I'm so glad I looked around. I did forget one thing. This was at the Goodwill. And $5.40. Now, these still do sell for me. Any of the macrame, boho, wall hanging kind of things. So, now any other Goodwill, this would have been mega expensive, but there it is, $5.40. And here's what it looks like. So it's got this dowel rod. It has like these little, in fact, you see the button, the shell buttons? These are like little shell sequins. And then there's the bottom. So I was really taken with that. It's a good condition. I've come across some that it's like, oh, that looks cute. Ugh. It looks dingy and beat up. I mean, there's a couple places I could trim it probably, but I thought that was neat. It's neutral colors, so it should do well. I could put this in my booth for probably 18 to 22 and it'll do fine. So, yeah. So I had that hanging up. Is that it? Is that all? I believe that is all. Goodness, so it's like 3 little holes in one. So yeah, two Goodwill stores, my daughter's cast-offs, and from a vendor at the mall. So yeah, you know, whenever anybody is leaving our mall, people are like vulturing what they got. So we're usually the people who are cleaning it out. But this vendor, I think, has been there since the beginning. So, you know, health, sometimes you just don't want to do it anymore. And I get that. I still really enjoy what I do. But it's a lot of work and it's a lot of physicality. And I know people are like, I'm just tired of lugging shit around. Pardon my French. You know, I'm tired. My back hurts. I can't do it anymore. So I get it. I get it. So that is it. That is all. I will get this stuff ready to go. I do want to look up this clock, see what it's going for. I've had it set, I think, for 2 days now, and it's pretty accurate. In fact, I looked and I thought, oh, it's running slow because my clock on my wall, yes, I still have a clock on my wall, is actually a few minutes slow. Because this one, funny thing is, this one has the set. You know, the second hand, the one I have on the wall is just this real slow moving. It doesn't tick, you know? So. This would be a great gift too, coming up on Father's Day next month. This month, June, this month. So, thank you for tuning in. I know that you have a lot of things to do and a lot of things you want to watch, and I do appreciate you carving out a minute or two for me. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. What items did you like, and what would you have picked up, and what do you think of the camper? Do you think it's gonna do well? I don't know. It's just so unique. I mean, I've never really, do Scentsies they do parties? Yeah, they're like an MLM, aren't they? So, yeah, anytime anybody ever invites me to anything where it's like, come on over, we're having a Tupperware party, I'm like, no thanks. Because I guess I don't like having friends invite you to something and then you feel that obligation. I don't do that. I don't do that to people, and I don't want anybody doing that to me. So, yeah, I really don't go to any anymore. So, okay, well, I will let you go, and I will see you next time with more goodies, because there's always more where that came from. You know how that is. But in the meantime, I'm going to get this stuff wrapped up. I'm ready to go to the store tomorrow, and I will see you later. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you next time. And until then, happy picking. Bye.